Thank you very much for inviting the Commission and in particular DG ENER to attend this important conference. I am very pleased to be with you today, the second Med-TSO Mediterranean project. I know that you are a very important player in the energy cooperation between the European Union and the Mediterranean partner countries. And I believe that today's conference is an excellent opportunity to exchange views on the challenges in front of us and on common initiatives that we should undertake to face these challenges. Today, I would like also to recall the context of the energy policy in the European Union, in the Mediterranean countries, but also in the whole world. In particular, the most recent development, and also show some key areas where the European Union and the Mediterranean partner countries can fruitfully work together. We are living in very difficult and extraordinary times. The COVID-19 pandemic is, of course, a human tragedy that has also generated an unprecedented shock for our economies and societies. And now governments along the whole world are working to having the responsibility to face the economic crisis and the social consequences that this economic crisis is generating. In the European Union, we have launched a very ambitious plan for the recovery of our economy, and this recovery plan that is called a New Generation EU account for 750 billion of euros to be deployed to member states in the forms of grants and loans. And this recovery will have to be, all the projects presented by member states of the European Union will have to be driven by the Green Deal principles and the digitalization. We strongly believe that the European Green Deal is not only a strategy to face climate change, but it's also our long-term growth strategy. We believe that producing clean energy, it's also an important engine for growth and the creation of local jobs. The Green Deal is our strategy for, as I said before, to show higher ambition by 2030. In particular, the European Commission proposed 2 weeks ago to increase our target on the greenhouse gas emission reduction by 55% by 2030, and also endorse the objective of reaching climate neutrality by 2050. And this important and ambitious target is now being under discussion by our political leaders at the European Council of the European Union. And this, of course, will entail a wide range of actions, not only in the energy sector, but also in many other sectors of the economy. I want to mention transport, agriculture, and many other sectors that will have to contribute. In particular, in the energy sector, we have already started our delivery, let's say, of our actions in order to be fully aligned with our objectives of the Green Deal. The last July, the College of Commissioners adopted 2 very important strategies, and you have mentioned some of them. The importance of the hydrogen is a strategy on hydrogen, and also a strategy on the energy system integration. 2 weeks ago, we have the College of Commissioners has also adopted an important package of measures. One of them is the so-called renovation wave, which aim at double the rate of buildings in the European Union that we had to be renovated in order to achieve higher level of energy efficiency. And the College of Commissioners also adopted the offshore wind, which is another key action of the European Green Deal, and also an important strategy on reduce the methane emissions in the following year. That will be also followed by legislative proposals. And this is very important to mention the relevant role that infrastructure play in all this, in the process of decarbonization of our economies. The massive deployment of renewable energy requires that electricity networks be expanded, modernized, and strengthened. A smart grid and electricity highways are very good candidates to financial support under our recovery plan. We need this kind of infrastructure to integrate ever-growing volumes of renewable energy and to allow consumers to optimize their energy consumption. Also, for infrastructure, we are preparing a strategy that will be also presented very, very soon in November. And this point brings me to the core topic of today's conference, and I will mention some ideas, is the core business of the Med-TSO. As a major objective of the Euro-Mediterranean Partnership in the energy sector is, as you know, the gradual integration of the energy system and markets in the Euro-Mediterranean region. We need to gradually remove financial, technical, physical, and regulatory barriers so that electricity can be traded and freely flow across borders. We believe that this is an important objective that deserve our cooperation from all countries. And we want to do so because we know that at large, integrated regional integrated electricity market brings benefits in terms of better quality of the service, but also more security of supply and a lower cost of the electricity. And most importantly, a wide regional integrated electricity system is also a key element to facilitate the integration of renewable energy, since it will provide the flexibility necessary to balance a system characterized by high penetration of intermittent renewable sources. Extending the grid is necessary to enable the massive deployment of renewables. The regional integration of electricity markets will require both physical infrastructure, as I mentioned before, but also common rules for the operation of the interconnected network and the trade in electricity, and also to promote more efficient utilization of existing lines in the Mediterranean partner countries. For this purpose, Mediterranean partner countries need to work together to coordinate the planning and the use of infrastructures and to identify the energy projects of common interest and to agree and implement a common regulatory and legal framework. And this is where Med-TSO can greatly contribute. In this respect, the work of Med-TSO is fundamental and relevant to the purpose of the objective that I mentioned before. Thanks to the first two projects, since 2015, Med-TSO has carried out a lot of preparatory work. I want to mention just a few of them: the Mediterranean Master Plan, the 2030 reference scenarios, the proposal for grids codes, countless training and knowledge sharing events. However, we need to admit that the actual degree of market integration among South Mediterranean countries is still low. Still little electricity is traded across the border for the time being. So I am today very glad that Med-TSO is about to start this third project, the TSMED. We strongly support this project, and our wish is that in the coming 2 years, it will be possible to take a great step ahead, moving from the preparatory work to tangible achievements in terms of more actual integration and increased electricity exchange among the South Mediterranean countries, as well as between the south and north shores of the Mediterranean. Just to conclude, let me also mention the contribution that Med-TSO gives to the policy dialogue that takes place within the platform of the regional electricity markets of the Union for the Mediterranean. The ministerial conference on energy of the Union for the Mediterranean is scheduled already for the next April in Portugal, and there will be a great opportunity for the ministers to steer the work of the platform. I concluded today by congratulating again Med-TSO and its member for the work carried out so far. And I encourage you to continue and to intensify your action, our action, which is of key importance for the development of a deep and fruitful Euro-Mediterranean energy partnership. Thank you very much, and all the success for the conference of today. Thank you.